Oh, hello everybody. So we're about to launch our brand new one-day special, and it's absolutely going to live up to that billing because we are talking John next door. Not by myself. The main man is here, the legend that is John. You know what? You're a good guy as well, John.
Oh, thank you.
That was really nice of you earlier on to run over with the magnets.
Well, I'd hate to see anyone struggle, and I always forget something for every show I'm doing.
Yeah.
I get here and I start unpacking, and I know I've forgotten one thing. So if I can help someone else who's missed something or lost something, I always will. We are all together. We are. We are actually genuinely. We all do get on. We all use each other's stuff and things. We all do get on. It is a bit of a family, really.
It is. I know we talk about this. What I like, guests, companies, you're not isolated. You know, you chat, you mix. I know obviously last year it hasn't been as much so.
No.
But other places you kind of hear everyone's kept to themselves, but not here. It's nice.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
It's cool. I mean, I know that it's like Sarah has done some samples for my new box kit that launches next month.
Well,
and I didn't know till I saw them this morning, and they're brilliant because we do all work together.
We really do. Now, I've got to talk to you about the one-day special. We are very, very busy. I've got to tell you, there is a complete collection, so please just hold back a moment if you're interested in the one-day special, because so many of you are getting ahead and going for the complete collection. Speaking of the one-day special, John, talk to me. Why is it so popular?
Right. Well, I launched last year, I think it was in September, my Stencil sentiments and Stencil sayings. Yeah. And that was your basics, your happy birthday and things like that. I can't remember off the top of my head, and I've got them somewhere. Yeah. No, that's the bit I forgot. Oh, okay. That's the set I forgot. Oh, but okay. We did those, and everyone said, well, can we have more? Everyone bought into it, so I did them at Christmas, and they did sell out. They are coming back for this Christmas, so don't worry, they will be back. Not told anybody that. Okay. Probably get told off for saying that.
We'll keep it to ourselves.
But what I wanted to do was, so what we've got today is 3 more sets in that range. So it's not the full comprehensive everything, but I've designed them so you can use them standalone or together. So the big one that you've got now is the sort of family or the relatives. So you can see here, what I've done is I've cut them all out on 1-inch strips, and they've actually been made into fridge magnets. They've got magnets on the back, so we can move them about. But you've got things like mother, mum, mam, aunt, great, grandma, grandmother, daughter, sister-in-law, in-law separately, special birthday, father, dad, uncle and step, you know, granddad, grandfather, grandchild, brother, son, cousin, grand. And the idea is, I've put a birthday in there. Yeah. And there is a birthday in one of the other ones because that's the one we use the most. Yeah, cool. Whereas, so next we've got then the occasions. So this is the more, not random occasions, but occasions were called on, but weren't in the first set. So new job, sympathy, graduation, retirement, good luck, get well, but soon's separate, birthday, new home, celebrate. Yeah. And then you've got what I'm calling the sort of additions. So these are the bits that go in between. Yeah. And the reason that these are separate is, if I put these in one of the other sets, you'd have to buy every single set to have them all. Yeah. So the idea is, if you only like the relatives, you could get the relatives in this. Yeah. Or you just like the occasions, you get the occasions or this. It's kind of or when anniversary comes out, if you want just anniversary and this, so they're not repeated. That's nice. So in there you've got 2 of my favourite sayings, best wishes and you're a star, which people are fed up with me saying because I say that all the time, certainly to the angels. But you've got with and belated and on the lots of love. So you can put with love and, you know, sorry it's belated. You know, you mix and match them all together.
So that's a one-day special. $32.97 your price, you're saving £3. But, and the item number is 487098. I have to tell you though, the complete collection is where everybody's at. Now you think, John Next Door, as a brand, you can bring a lot of stock. We are 4 minutes into the show, 10% of the complete collection is gone. That's, I know it's all relative, like when you hear presenters say, 10% gone, but genuinely the amount of stock you bring, you're calling 10% in 4 minutes is incredible. It is. We do bring a lot. This isn't, because we did a limited edition last week, and that actually went in an hour and a half. That will not come back. No. But most John Next Door ranges and collections are limited edition. They're not limited edition, but we don't reorder. Yeah. So we do order quite a deep, a good depth of stock, but it is a case of they're here while they're here sort of thing. Yeah. But yeah, we have put a lot of stock on that. I am quite surprised at that, to be honest. Well, just showing you now, this is what you're getting in the complete collection. You are getting the one-day special, everything that we've shown you. We're also getting the tartan die. Wait till you see that in action. It is immense. And you've got to talk me through this set. Right, so this is the Saudi squares. The Southie squares.
Southie squares, yeah.
So what's a Southie?
Southie is an area near me in Sheffield.
Oh, okay.
So I've used this year a lot of collections. You'll notice there's a lot of... We did the... I can't remember what the other one was last month.
Oh.
Was another area around me. Firth Park. We had the Firth Park. This time we've got the Southie.
Okay.
But what these are is, these are to me are the worker dies.
Yeah.
So in here you've got a 1-inch square, a 2-inch square, a 3-inch square, a 4-inch square and a 5-inch square.
Yeah.
And a 1-inch by 3-inch tag. And every single one has circles that punch holes through.
Oh, yeah.
On around the edge. So you've got a square...
Is it like a perforation?
Set. No, it's on the larger dies, it's an actual hole that you could thread through.
Oh, let me show you some examples. Let me put this down.
On the smaller ones, it's perforation to keep them in the right aspect ratio so that they shrunk down each time. So you can see there, it actually punches the holes out.
Oh, yeah.
So it's just add it in with your other nesting dies or use this as your only one. It gives you another dimension. It lets you take your plain dies somewhere else. And because of the sizing, they fit perfectly with the press cut plain and stitched dot squares.
So matting, layering, it coordinates with your previous collection, and look how well the whole collection works together. So we've got our words, best wishes on your retirement. So remember, we can really customize our words. Got that beautiful tartan background, so it's a nice dynamic background, and then you can use your nested squares if you wish as well. How effective is the words, or are the words? So you're just seeing that there. I love this, cutting into cardstock. I mean, that is strong.
Yeah, well, look how good it looks with those dots around it. You're seeing that little bit of yellow through where it's overlapped.
Yeah.
It really does work. They work so well. It just adds another feature on them because they're in the standard sizes. You'd use them all the time.
Now, I've got to tell you, I apologise, on our screen, the saving, it says Freedom members, you're saving £10, 59 pence. You're not. You're actually saving £13.60. So it's the £3 carried from the one-day special as well. Plus, you're getting £5 for the complete collection, plus another 10%, £5.60 for Freedom members. So that's how we get to that. So it's not £10.59, it is £13.69, was it? 60, sorry, £13.60. And so that shows you, and this is your first flexi payment for the complete collection as a Freedom member, £25.18 for it all. I've got to tell you, this is actually a little bit scary because we're 7 minutes into the show and now 20% of the stock's gone. So every 4 minutes, we seem to be losing 10% of the stock.
Oh.
And this is stock that's meant to last 24 hours. Let me just show you some more examples because this is what you need to think of, all right? Every time I hold something out, should ask yourself the question, is this something you would like to make? I mean, how good is this? I'll start reading out some names as well. This is Leslie. I mean, that's beautiful. The words are so effective. They're clear, they're bold, and they're artistic in their own right.
They are. If you notice, it's a stencil, but it's not like the old stencils we had at school. So if you zoom in, if you say zoom in on the D of the birthday or one of the particular letters, I don't want to make poor Mr. Webster work too hard. You see how little card there is in the middle between the sort of loop of the D and the stroke of it. So when you start to go out, you lose that. So it looks like they're all joined up.
It does.
It's only when you go close you notice that they're actually punching out.
Yeah.
You get to sort of that point now and suddenly you don't see the joins anymore.
You don't.
It looks like, and that's part of the design of how I've put them together and designed them.
This is a nice one from Sheila.
But again, it's so hard to make. These work for men's and women's and kids. It's a worker set that will work for absolutely everyone. But how hard is it to do Happy Birthday Stepdad?
I mean, that's lovely. And just using the background, using the words. We've also got the, this is the squares as well. We're so busy right now. Oh, look at this. Now, the squares are part of the complete. This is Maxine. Look at this from Maxine.
But just going around on your special birthday, daughter with lots of love.
This is excellent. Do you know, the more I see the words, the more I realise the potential you have with the words, that tartan background. I mean, beautiful flowers, by the way, as well, Maxine, but that is a card that is so achievable. And you're seeing here, I've held up, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 examples, and each one have been very different.
Yeah, every single one is different, and every single one is just using the tartan or the squares or the sentiments, and the periwinkle flower. There's nothing that, you know, people are not pulling out lots of other die sets and things with this. And I just love that, the way that you've got just brother in it. But because I made the squares mathematically correct, they will patchwork. So
they're tessellating.
Exactly, so they'll tessellate perfectly, so you can actually put them together. And if you go on my YouTube video, there is a video showing you me making a patchwork background with the Selby squares.
Hazel.
It's already there.
Okay.
But that I stole the idea from Hazel, to be honest.
Well, Hazel's good. Another one from Leslie.
But there, how could you put stepsister, good luck on the new job?
You'd never find a die for that. It's very specific.
And you wouldn't find a stamp for it.
Yeah.
And I've got to be honest, when I try and line up stamps to give me a sentence, I can never line them up properly. I've got the press to impress, I've got the insert sheets, I've got everything, but I can't line them up on the dies. It's so much easier because they're on a strip, so you just line the strips up.
Perfect. I'm going to pop this down. We are genuinely extremely busy for our one-day, well, the complete collection, I should say. Most of you now, you can get the one-day special, which is down here. I have to say the majority of you are going for that complete collection. Just to remind you, and apologies, our graphics at the moment, we're just having an issue with those. You are not saving £10.59. You're saving £13.60 as a Freedom member, and your first flexi payment as a Freedom member for everything you're seeing right here, all the sentiments. You're also getting the tartan and you're getting the squares, £25.80. That is such good value for money. 974249, your item number there. Now, next bundle I'm about to share with you, already busy here. John, you've got to tell us a backstory, because I've seen sort of candy in the past.
Yes.
Very, very popular. I've never seen anything that gave us the ability to make our own.
No, this is one of Jane's ideas, and it's a press cut die from Crafts 2. She is good. She's so clever.
I like Jane.
She really is, and she knows what she's doing. And we're all using card candy.
Yeah.
And it came in certain colours and certain styles. And I got a brilliant comment earlier when I was chatting and gossiping to Jo Channon, because she said in her workshop she has a wall behind her of all magnetic sheets where she puts the dies that are her worker dies.
Oh, okay.
She said she bought the card candy die a few years ago, because it's not new.
Yeah.
She said, and it is on that wall. She uses it all the time. She said, and the reason is, if she's using a patterned paper and she wants to finish it off with something the same, she just cuts the card candy die from the same patterned paper, and then she's got the perfect matching embellishments for any single project she does. And I thought, that's brilliant. That's exactly what it's for.
Well, that's it. And that, you've hit the nail on the head, or Joe, I mean, summed it up perfectly, and that's exactly what it's for. But you're seeing here, being able to create those beautiful effects, some lovely inspirations. I just want to show you one last thing. If I pop this down. Now, a quarter of the stock has gone already. Look at this saving. You're not just getting the die, you're also getting all of the buttons in there as well.
The buttons will be assortment. You will get a mixed assortment, but you will get 5 packs.
But speaking of which, I want to show you something, because this is what I would be doing when you get it home. So we got buttons in there as well. But imagine just building up your stash of your candy. You can see just cutting out those pattern papers and then just put them away, store them up and get them ready to use. And obviously you can put your buttons in there as well. Monster saving on this, £28.96. You are getting your die, and you're also getting all the buttons in the mix too. They will be assorted with regard to the buttons. 224440 item number. We are busy for this option. We're busy for the complete collection. We're busy everywhere. So what we're going to do, we're going to head to John for our first demonstration. If you do have any questions, please get in touch. studio@thecraftstore.com. We're going to have a look online. It's really simple to go online, so do have a little look. Now you can see all the individuals on here as well, so if you do want to go for individual options, you'll be able to find those. But majority of you are going for the complete. It is flying. It really is busy. £55.95 your price. But look how useful everything that you're getting in that complete. Look at the 5-star reviews that you get with John next door. There's the candy die. Oh, we got the desk cleaners as well. Hoovers. Oh, the glue bundle is perennially popular. Every time we feature it. Got the glue glaze, and then the really good super tacky glue as there as well. We got the stamping and stenciling bundle. Now, I think that was featured when we launched it. It was a revelation. I actually watched the launch shows, funnily enough. We've also got the replacement magnets, which Joe needed earlier on. So lots to enjoy. Yes. Okay, we're going to head to our first demonstration, John. John, what are we going to do, buddy?
Right, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a card up, but I wanted to show you just a little bit about the flexibility. Yeah. But I will show you how I've actually made these, because I must be honest, when I did this, I thought this would be a fantastic idea for doing, to put on a card and then use them afterwards. Yeah, all right. Because what I've done is I've made them into fridge magnets.
Perfect. So
these are actually all fridge magnets.
And that'd be nice actually to put on a card.
Exactly.
And then someone's got
and
a
then
gift to
take them
away.
off and you can put them on there.
On
so I've done it with all of them just to make it easier. So I'm just going to bring a board in. But let's say I want to do, you know, lots of, you know, oh no, I'll tell you what, let's go with love, yeah, okay. On your, so I'm going to go to the additions for the with love and on your. So with love, on your, retirement, say. So I can build that sentiment really easily, simple as that. Or I can go, good luck.
On your retirement.
On your retirement.
That'd be a lovely card for Chris, our director.
Exactly, yeah. Or, you know, good luck on your retirement, Grandad. Or son. Or if you want to do it, son-in-law. Yeah. Or nice. Do you want grandson?
The amount of permutations
let me find.
So each one, if that was just one, say one stamp or one die set, how much would you pay? And would you even be able to find it? Probably not. But here, the way it's like a modular system, we're able to really mix and match.
You build it together. So I'm doing it as individual pieces. So we could hear, good luck on your retirement, great grandson. I mean, I don't think that's likely that we'd ever make that. No. But you don't know. You know, there's so many different combinations you can put.
Retired at 12.
Sister, you could be, yeah. You know, I mean, you know, good luck, you're a star, sister. You know, good luck. One of the things I put in here now, coming later will be anniversaries. Yeah. And will be for like christening and children. Yeah. Yeah. But I don't want to do them all together. I'm open to some suggestions if people want to know. Nice. So we've got 3 more sets coming. The only difference is, I've been asked a lot of times on these ones, see, I don't need, already I'm not putting them back in the right place, is for some of the other ones that people would, like nanny, nan, gramps, gran, granny. What we have to do is every single one of, if you take the one-day special price and divide it by the number of dies, that's how much each additional one adds on. So I had to make sure I edited so that the set wasn't, because you know me, I could have carried on and done another 10 on this, and then it would have been, you know, it would be another £10 on top. Yeah. So we've kept it down, but if there is something you think that I've missed, let me know and we'll look at it. Nice. But we have got things like relationships, husband, wife, and you know, boyfriend, girlfriend coming, don't worry. Oh, nice. But this is to start with, and I'm launching it sort of slowly because I don't think it's right to say to everyone, this is absolutely everything, buy the lot. Yeah. Buy into which bits you like. I like that. But I would say, to be honest, the additions
that's the key. That's the one you really need.
To me, that's the one you need.
Getting that in the complete collection, and that's where majority of you are going. Complete collection's busy. 30% of the stock's gone. The stock that is meant to last 24 hours. That really does give you an indication of how busy we are. Works out £1 per die, and you're getting, actually less than £1 per die. You're getting 51 dies in total. That's if, and obviously I'm quoting off the freedom price there.
So let's say we want to do, you know, we want to make, say, the fridge magnet one, just to show you the basics of it. And what I found is, and works really well for me, I cut my card into strips of 1 inch. Okay. And that gives me the perfect, I can go smaller, because the height of these is actually, every time I do this, I should know, it's just over ½ inch. Yeah. But I find 1 inch is a nice spacing when I want to use a strip. Okay. So all I would do is take the strip, and let's say we're going to go with, I'll tell you what I want to do is grandchild. Yeah? Because you'd send that. And one of the reasons we did grandchild is because there's a lot of people, because you've got son and daughter, so you can do grandson and granddaughter and build that up. But we did grandchild altogether as one, because a lot of people these days like to say just the grandchild. They don't like to say he, she, whatever. So there's different sort of options in there. And also, on the birth of your grandchild is really good when you want it to make it look personal, and you can't remember what sex they've had.
Oh, that's true.
To be honest, you know, you don't know. Was it a girl or a boy? I don't know. Just make a grandchild card. We'll get away with it. True. It looks personal.
When's the Clydo coming back?
Sunday.
Oh, is it Sunday?
2-hour show on Sunday. Go through everything. If you've got any questions, email them into the studio.
Yeah.
It's a 2-hour show for me to help you with anyone who's been struggling with it.
Nice.
And it will be back in stock.
Brilliant.
So all I do is trim off at the same level, but that's it. Flick, and everything is out. So I put it, you can see, against my shirt might be the best way.
Yeah.
There we go, just to make this difficult.
Really
yeah.
nice. Now, Elaine has ordered the repeat and she said she would love one. Mama.
Right. All you have to do is email it in or pop it into the message in the group and we'll have a look at them. I can't say yes or no now because Sam will go, no, that's too local or that's too regional. So I've just added some spray glue. And I've put it onto a piece of magnetic sheet. So I've spray glued this simply onto a piece of magnetic sheet, just like that. Really simple, and that's it. So I could now use a glue dot, pop that onto a card,
Done.
and it's done. And then the person could do that one.
How clear it is as well.
You know, you're a star grandchild, but you don't see the links in it. But the other thing that we might want to do is you might want to cut. You don't have to do them in strips. So these will cut into your card.
Yeah.
Now,
I'm hearing
if you have
messages, John. Sorry, if
Sorry?
you see me, you saw my face glaze over.
If you've got more, patience than me, then you could take each individual bit out of the letters, and you could actually piece the letters on and glue them.
Well, you know what you could do? Cut in two different...
Yeah.
So you mean cut, like, say, a red or a black and then piece back in?
You could do that, but really, to be honest, all you do is, if you want that in red and black, cut it in black and put red behind.
I like your style.
But if you wanted the letters without the outlines, you could do that. But I honestly think life is far too short.
Agreed.
To be honest. So all I'm going to do now is, let's build one up.
Do you want to hear another message?
Yes, I'd love to.
This is from Mandy. Now, Mandy, well done. She's bought her complete. She thinks it's brilliant. And she said, I like this. She just wanted to get it now, and then she said she can relax and just enjoy the one-day special. It's a good tactic. I like your strategy there, Mandy. But they are brilliant. I say, as a one-day special, I can see why this is so popular. Because the number one, the complete collection, and the one-day special, but the complete collection is the most popular. You say this all the time, John, and as a crafter, you think it's really important. Anything you offer to your fans, you want to make sure it's as versatile as possible.
I do.
This is such a prime example of that.
To me, I think everything has to be. I think it's important, to be honest, that you want to have dies that you have out all the time. And I've said this from the beginning. I don't want to think that people buy my dies and go, oh, that's lovely, I've made a card, now I'll put it away and wait for what's next. I want them all to work with each other and work with them, so you build a library that you use. Because as a crafter, and myself, you know, I've always said this, I feel like I overplay it. When I started crafting, I had a serious budget. You know, I still have a budget now because I still overspend it. Yeah. But I know that, you know, to me it was important to get dies and products that were versatile, that would last, and that would reinvigorate things I'd already got. Because at first I was just buying anything and making a card and going, that's pretty, well, what do I do? Oh, nothing. Yeah. I'll buy something else. We shouldn't work that way. Sorry, it's just me.
No, okay.
No. So I like them to all work together. So I've got special belated daughter. Right. So I think we probably need to have birthday in there. Yeah. So let's go through and we'll take birthday out of the stencil occasions. So I can lay it out and go, and I think this is really worth it. Yeah. I would genuinely suggest you do this and cut strips. When you get them home, cut yourself a load of 1-inch strips, yeah? And then cut them each out, and that gives you things to play with to build it up. So I know I need special belated birthday daughter, and I think, yeah, I like that. So all I do is, I'm going to take one of the squares.
Okay, I love
so I'm going
to
take one of the Saudi squares.
Yeah.
And yeah, the 5-inch fits it perfectly, and of course, because it's 5-inch, I know it will fit perfectly on a 5-inch card blank, or a 5 or a 6-inch with mats and layers.
So you put so much thought into this.
I try to. I'm just lazy. I like it easier.
Do you find that a lot of people have ideas that are coming up to you and saying, "Oh, will you add?" Because I know this collection is going to grow in the future. Do you get a lot of people sort of saying to you, will you add this, will you add that?
Yes, we do. And we do listen to people. Yeah. And where we think one of the issues that we always have, so hang on, I need to find another piece of paper. Okay. I didn't get any big enough. Can you cover something a minute while I just rummage in my box?
We're just going to give you a little update on the complete collection. Busy. We had another email from Paula. Paula's saying she's loving the complete. Oh, she'd love to see Nan from the die. See, everyone's got an idea. We were chatting earlier on, and Molly, our producer, was saying that because we've got two Molly. We've got Molly Floor, Molly, and then we've got Molly Producer. Molly Producer said it's all about people in your life you want to make cards for. She would love maybe if you could do a handsome man.
Ooh, again, email it in.
I don't know who she wants to make that card for.
I don't know who she would like to say that about. Okay. She's actually a very good friend of my Sam, so it's probably for my Sam, to be honest.
Okay. Yeah, it's fine.
Oh, I'm thinking Floor Molly then, it wasn't.
Oh, no, was it?
Oh, I know who producer Molly was thinking of.
I know. Molly, you're going to make me blush. Come on
now.
Okay, so...
I didn't know your name was Jack.
So, my middle name. So now, we've got the complete collection. A third of the stock has gone. 51 dies in total. Do you know, it works out less than £1 per die if you're a Freedom member. So you can see that. Let's see the Freedom price. There we go. Freedom members are not saving £10.59. Shock horror. No. You're actually saving £13.60. You can do a lot with this. Do you know? That's effectively paid for your tartan die, which we're going to see this hour. The tartan die, let me just show you some examples.
I've got so many demos prepped. There's so much you can do with the tartan die.
This tartan die is phenomenal for your backgrounds. Look at that. I love it.
It's so easy to use, and it makes... Lou Sims was watching the live last night when we gave a sneak peek, and she said, oh, that would make an amazing sample. And I turned around and said, Sam's already cut it in thin mylar and you've been stenciling with it. Because it works. But I should call this Tartan 3. Because this is the third design of tartan die. I have at home 2 more.
Really?
That failed.
Okay. But this one
work.
That you
this is the third iteration that actually eventually worked.
You test stringently,
yes.
And John will never ever bring you anything unless it's passed the test. And you test products for months, don't you?
Oh yeah, extreme disappointment the other day. I tested a brand new product. I was so excited about waiting for it to come in for Christmas, and it arrived, and I tested it, and it failed, and that's 4 months down the drain.
Oh no! Well, you know, it's a work in progress.
Yes.
Now, I've just got to give you another very quick update. The buttons and circles collection, 3/4 of the stock has gone. So you're getting this fantastic die to make your own candy. So if you ever wanted to coordinate, card candy, I should say, and then you've got all the buttons in there as well. So beautiful buttons, these will be assorted. But with regard to the candy, let me just show you. And something that John was chatting to Joe, our Joe Shannon, and this is such a good point. Let me just show you here. It's what Joe was saying to John, what she does with the candy and why it's so popular with the die is you're able then to cut out your pattern paper. So let's say this gingham pattern paper, you can cut that out, and if you're looking for that final embellishment, it will coordinate every time. Do batch cut, and this is how I would be using it. Batch cut, then fill it up in some storage, and you know you've just got pots of the stuff. So, and it will, that one die, you'll be able to turn a full A4 sheet into your own bag of candy, which, I mean, not cheap if you were just to buy the candy.
No, I think it used to be about £2, £3 a bag.
Yeah.
But I thought, you know, Joe said it perfectly, because when I made all the samples for that, I was able to match the dots on the front with the paper at the back.
It's a full coordination.
And I used a paper pad that we'd done on a sales show. So they literally cost me, like, I think a whole... sort of one die of it had cost me less than a penny. It was nothing.
Okay, that's what we like. £9.99. Can I just draw your attention to the saving as well? £28.96 saving. 80% of the stock's gone. We're trying to see if we can get hold of any more. There is no guarantee, but already we know it's going to sell out this hour. So if you do want to get hold of it now and assured that you're going to get it, because we don't have a yes or no whether we can get hold of any more. We're approaching limited stock there, so it is busy. 224-440, your item number. Back to John. How are we getting on, John?
Right, so what I'm doing is I'm now going to lay it out. Okay. Now, I'm actually using my Kaleido. Now, the Kaleido base plate is fantastic. It's got magnets that run through the middle.
Yeah, yes.
To hold dies, but also to hold your strip in place.
Yeah.
But it means that when you're doing something, if you watch, look, it sticks on.
Yeah.
So wherever I place it, it stays. If you haven't got something like the Kaleido base, then you can always just use a sheet of magnet underneath and then tape them down and move them.
Yeah.
So there I've got special belated birthday daughter running nicely in the middle. You'd spend a little bit more time just getting them all lined out right for me, for you at home. See, as soon as I move that, it moves with the magnet. Okay, so there we go. I've put the Southie square around it, get it in the right place. Once you're happy, then you just, I'm going to keep fiddling on, so I've got to stop doing that. Tape it down, and I'm just going to cut that. And what you will notice, and you use them individually sometimes, you will get a little bit of an impression from the die on into the card. Yeah. Yeah, it's just the way that these are designed and the way that these work. I don't think I took that, I didn't get the plate over the end. But on the Crafting with John Next Door Crafts 2 group, June, one of our brilliant angels, has done a PDF document of how to cut them into one piece of card and then cut them into the second main piece. So there's a tutorial on there, a written one she's done with pictures showing you how to do it.
It's well worth following the group.
If you want to miss it out, it's worth being in the group to know what's happening. You were telling me some good groups before the start of the show as well, so it's well worth following. If we do want to follow you on social media, how do we do it in the group? There's John Next Door page, there's the John Lockwood Facebook, which is just mine. I don't have two, I just have mine, that's it. And then there's also Crafting with John Next Door and Crafts 2, which is sort of the group where we do the lives every week.
Excellent.
And things. So, just flick that out. Every time I put my... I always know I'm going to need my pokey tool. So, I'm just going to take those bits, the little bits that stick out in, but because you cut it inside a die, and just to be really annoying to poor Chris, if you get close on that, you'll be able to see, you can hardly see the imprint around the outside.
Oh no, you can't.
Because I've cut it inside of another die.
Yes.
So I'm not getting that, and this is on linen card.
Well, you can't see anything. I can't see it at all.
I can, very, very vaguely at the bottom of daughter, I can see it. There you go. So again, we have put a way of doing that out. Yeah. But of course, with the Southie squares, you get all the dots around the outside.
I love that.
And if you look, most of them have come out, but not all of them. Yeah. But I want to show you, because there is nothing more annoying than doing this, which is going 1, 2, 3. What you do is hold it above your piece, above your desk, take your pokey tool, and run it down. Pop, 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 pop.
Oh yeah, they're just popping out.
And it just pops each one out.
Well, that's a good little tip.
Rather than actually poking each one individually, you watch, they're just popping everywhere. So just run it round.
Perfect.
And just pops any of them out. Because there's hundreds around there, and you might find the odd one is a bit obstinate, but that's like, you always get that. But then we've got that beautiful... And of course, it would leave, where we start, it leaves one in place, doesn't it? Just to make me look silly. But there you see.
Oh, and it's so effective. Now, with regard, I've just got to give a couple of updates. With regard to the mix buttons and your circle dies, technically sold out. So, Sam, we have asked the question to Sam. I don't think we're going to be able to get an answer this hour. We will see maybe for 8 o'clock, but as it goes for this hour, I'm afraid all the stock is either sold or in your basket. It is a technical sellout. Please don't miss out there. We had a message in from, was it Karen? She's gone for the complete collection. She loves it, and this is good. Karen would like a die that says Karen. I love it.
Use the alphabet I launched last month. It's exactly the same font.
Okay.
So I did match. I should have said that at the beginning. Yeah. The font is exactly the same font as is in the alphabet we did last month. I think it was. Okay. So you could do. You'll see it in some of the samples. You'll see where the individual letters have been used.
It could be special belated birthday.
So you could put belated birthday and use Karen from the alphabet, because I'm not sure that we'd sell enough Karen. Enough Karens, Karen, to make it viable to do it. Okay. I know there are a lot, but there's a lot of spellings. Yeah, because where I come from, a lot of Karens are pronounced and spelt Karen. Ah.
Is that from South? Where was it? Southern?
No, I'm North. I'm Sheffield.
Oh, you're Sheffield.
I'm from South. I'm from not far away from Southie.
Oh, South. That's it, Southie. Okay, so over a third of the complete collection has gone, and we're going to stick with the complete collection. You can go for the one-day special that will give you all three of your sort of sentiments or occasions, but most of you are going for the complete, and I do not blame you. And we're going to leave the details on the complete up there. So I'm going to show you some boards, because that will give you a better idea. Let's see what we are getting as part of the complete. So I'm going to start, wait a second. Let me start here. Look at all of those possibilities. So you've got mother, mum, such a great size of these as well. Ma'am, auntie, great grandma, grandmother, daughter, sister-in-law. Is it your father-in-law, your brother-in-law, your special uncle, or a birthday? You've got your step cousin, step brother, all of those in there, grandson. So, you know, you see the possibilities there going in, all the people in your life that you're going to, because it could be an Easter card, but now suddenly it's an Easter card for your grandma, or it's an Easter card for your sister, your father, your uncle. You get the idea.
Yeah, because Easter was in the last set, the original set, which I think there may be some left on the on your website of the stencil sentiments if anyone's looking out for them. I'm not 100%.
It's nice because
that's got Easter and mothers, but it all tie in because of course
growing.
that set has happy in it. But there's not a happy in this one, obviously, because we did happy birthday in the first one. This time we're doing belated birthday.
Well, nice. So here we've got, this is the addition. So sorry with belated best wishes, you're a star, lots of love on the, and then we have those occasions. So new jobs. We never want to send a sympathy card, but obviously sometimes, unfortunately, we have to. Graduation, something's coming soon, get well soon, retirement, good luck, birthday, new home, celebrate. So it comes, those milestones in life. So we're getting all of those dies, but we're not stopping there, because you're also, as part of the complete collection, going to be getting, look at this, this tartan die is phenomenal. So we're going to get the tartan die, which you're seeing there, and wait till you see that in action. And then we are getting the squares as well, and this, seeing that beautiful detail that you have around the sides, and you've got all those useful sizes in here too. So 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch, 4 inch, 5 inch there, and you've also got your 1 inch by 3 inch tag in the mix too. So all of those perfect for your matting, your layering, your toppers. Just to get rid of some housekeeping, if you do want to go for the complete collection, if you're a Freedom member, apologies, our details are wrong on the screen. You're not saving £10. As a Freedom member, you're actually saving £13.60. You've also got access to flexi payments as well. So as a Freedom member today, your first flexi payment is £25 and some change, and it's £25.17. And then everything, oh, 18, I apologise, £25.18, and everything is going to be sent out, it's going to be sent to you. All right, so we're going to continue on. Can I show a couple of examples? Is that okay? Because I think it's only right and proper.
There are too many, aren't there? There really are.
And this thing, you can go any direction. So do you know somebody who's hard to make cards for? And you think a bit of a football theme. Done. What a great card there from Leslie. If you wanted to go steampunk, absolutely same collection. This is from Jackie now, gone very steampunky. Love that detail cut into the card. If you want to make just a beautiful card, another one from Jackie, for a great aunt and uncle, you can do that now. Where are you going to find great aunt and uncle stamp or die from? I like to say uncle. Uncle. I don't know where that came from.
Oh, right.
Or how about this?
See where I come from, it's not an aunt, it's an auntie. Yeah.
I'm going to show you a couple. Auntie.
Auntie.
Auntie, okay.
Yeah.
You upped the ante.
We'd always call them aunties.
There you go.
I don't know why. It'd never been my aunt, it would be my auntie. It would be my Auntie Maura.
Ah, everyone loves Auntie Maura.
Yeah.
So special cousins, or congratulations, stepdaughter, or great grandson. So you really start to appreciate the possibilities with this set. I'll leave you with this last one. I mean, this is one we can all relate to. How beautiful is that? And just the detail coming around, and it will mix with anything you have in your stash. Okay, so that is the complete collection. It is absolutely flying. This is the launch show. Thank you so much to everybody who has tuned in. We're going to move on. We've got more for you. And do you know, because we've been focusing on the complete collection being so busy, and the buttons, the button bundle that's sold out, we haven't even talked about this yet, John, but a lot of you have found them, and this is quite special. Do you want to tell us a little bit about these, John?
What these were, I think these were launched with the alphabet, was it last month?
Yeah.
So these are less, I think these are actually less than a month old. These are about 3 weeks old. This is my periwinkle. I rarely have favourite flowers.
Yeah.
I mean, my favourite natural flower is a peony. And I've never really managed to get it completely how I want in a die. But the periwinkle is my favourite at the moment. It is just such a beautiful flower. It makes so many different flowers.
I've heard
and with the twigs.
I've heard a lot of people talk about your periwinkle. Let's just have a look here. I mean, that is just such a beautiful, beautiful flower.
It's so easy to use because it's got little cut lines in it which make it so easy to fold.
Yeah.
But again, the next card, you wouldn't believe it's from the same sort of flower. It just looks so different, mixed in again with the squares.
Oh, look at this. Now, I've got to tell you, we know categorically that once this is gone, it has gone, and 20% of the stock has disappeared already this hour in the launch hour. You are getting the periwinkle flower along with the mini twigs. Put them together, special things happen. It is a beautiful, beautiful die set there. I really like this. And for $18.99, what a price. 930-496, your item number. Now, double-sided adhesive sheets, you are getting 20. And you talk about lining up. This is going to be your friend.
Yeah, it makes it so much easier. We've done them as A4 sheets before, but these are A5. And I just think they're actually better value to use because you're not wasting a whole sheet on them. But you have got, on one side is the grid lines, and the grid lines are on a matte side, so that you can tape dies down to it, so you can get an exact straight line on it as well.
You couldn't have picked a better addition to go with the complete collection.
It works so well when you're using the tartan. But also the other side is the sort of slippery one. But if you pick one up, Yanis, and feel it, if you feel how thick it is in comparison to normal.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a full sheet of adhesive in there. But if you actually just flick at the corner to unpeel it, I know you've not, and you're like me, you've got no nails either.
Yeah.
I've seen, and I say this so many times, I saw a colleague of mine with some other sheets digging away at the corner with a pokey tool for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
These are so easy to peel.
I mean, I did cut my nails yesterday, so I have no nails, and that was very simple for me to do. Brilliant. So.
But it is super, super sticky and works so, so well.
Yeah.
And I just love them, and again, it works so well with this.
Lovely. So $9.99, I wish I could tell you what I had in my ear there, which just made me giggle. $9.99 is your price, 480-981 your item number. We're going to talk about Mega Bundle now, John. I actually watched, it wasn't our shift. So I was at home.
I'm going to say, I know it wasn't your shift.
So I was at
You're
home.
as bad as me for watching it when you're at home, aren't you?
Every time I'm watching the TV, I will always flick over to see who's on and what we're doing. Always. Actually, my son quite likes watching. I've realised.
Cool.
Yeah, he'll watch as well. So tell me about the bundle, because this is
the ultimate bundle for the Press to Impress. The Press to Impress is arguably the best stamping platform, to my mind, out there. We know, we've said before, there's independent tests and videos being done by different people on it, and it's come out as the #1.
You told me something.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm interrupting you, but it's important. When I joined the craft store, I bought the so-called well-known one.
Yes.
And I have struggled with it. I mean, I like the fact that you can go back in, and I thought it was me, and I couldn't understand why. I was using, I think it was ink pads, juicy, I just didn't get why. And then John said something, and it really clicked. If you're using a stamping platform where you're hard to hard, you haven't got that bounce or anything.
You haven't got the bounce, they don't quite meet properly, and you haven't got any resistance. So your stamp can squidge or not meet.
Yeah.
And that's what the Press to Impress is brilliant about. But I always say, go onto YouTube and search for the independent video on the stamp press comparison.
This is the one you need.
Because it isn't me and anyone who works for us or has ever worked for us that does it.
Independent, it is independent.
And it is independent. The lady who did it actually works for a different company now, but she has never worked for us and didn't at the time.
She's a talented crafter.
She's very talented, she is. But what we've put in this bundle is you now going to get, so you get the Press to Impress with the 2 magnets, you get the case.
Love that case.
You then get the 2 new magnets that we've done, which are the Easy Lift, which I gave to Joe earlier.
Yeah, so you can get 2 of those.
Yeah, you also then get the new art board, which is the metal stenciling plate to fit in the Press to Impress, to turn it from a stamping press into a stenciling press. The 2 magnetic rules, which go from 0 outwards, both of them. So one's 12-inch, one's 7-inch, I think.
Lovely.
And you also get all 6 of the same sized stencil shapes that fit within the platform on top of the stencil board.
It is the ultimate bundle when it comes to your Press to Impress. $54.94 is your price, saving £6. And of course, you've got flexi payment, 250978, your item number there. And the flexi payment was like £27. Right, we've got something else to share with you. 7-day savers, magnetic sheets. So you've just shown the possibilities using our complete collection and 1-day special. If you want to top up on some magnetic sheets, 24 sheets for $22.99. That's less than £1 a sheet. That's incredible. Really good value there from Crafty Devils. 66, well, you can find it on 7-day savers. And then we've got our white vellum for you as well, so you can have a little look. 100 sheets, and you had 200 GSM there. Oh, sorry, 100 to 200 GSM, 60 sheets in total. You're getting 40 of the 100, and you're getting 20 of the 200. £9.99 your price, saving £14. 793-521 your item number. Then we've got some dies for you. Just going to have a look here. Now these are a sentiment die bundle that would work nicely maybe in coordination with our complete bundle, saving £20, £9.99 your price, 577058. Enough from me. Keep those emails coming in. We love hearing from you. studio@thecraftstore.com. Now we had some nice emails. Mike would like one that says, Pride. That's a good one. Yeah, okay, like that. Mrs. Filler, was it? Filler, yeah. She would like Holy Communion confirmation. That's a good one as well. So keep all of those messages coming in. If we don't read your messages out, because we are getting a lot, we will pass them all on to John, and he will consider them all. So, and you are really good at listening to viewers.
We do. We balance it. So we listen to what people want. We have to work out what will be viable for lots of people as well, unfortunately. So sometimes we have, you know, people might say, oh, I'd love that one, but it needs to be something that's not going to make everything really expensive, and people would go, no, I don't want that one. So we balance it. We always listen and we always try.
Yeah. And this is a range that's going to carry on
and expanding. It will carry on building. It will. So there are more to come out through this year, and I'm still starting to draw for next year and at the end of this year. So, you know, there's still room for them to come out.
Cool.
That's the way it goes.
So we've got our tartan die.
So I'm going to use the tartan die. It's the easiest thing in the world. As I say, it's the third one. I tried having it in strips for you to weave and different panels to fit together, and it just didn't work right, and it was too much of a faff. Yeah. And in the end I came up with, I'm just going to make a die that cuts a beautiful tartan pattern.
Fair enough.
But it was all sized so that it's really easy to use, either simply or complexly. But even complex, it's easy to do. So cut it, give it a flick into the box. Really, they should never have stopped me standing in the box when I've got dies, because they're all over the place. But I think it was a health and safety thing, because they did used to make me stand in a box.
Oh, did it actually make you stand in a box?
Yeah, in the old studio I used to stand in one of the buddy boxes.
Really?
And let all the bits go in there.
That was buddy box, if you misheard that.
Until somebody said, I don't think that's particularly safe.
Yeah.
But there again, to be fair, as most people who've watched me a few times will know, I did ruin the studio floor in there with my spray glue, so I did deserve that.
I remember when you did that.
Yeah, it went through to the concrete, literally. So what I've done is just take these last 4 pieces out, really simple. So we've got a very simple tartan pattern.
Beautiful.
Yeah, really easy. We can just take a contrasting colour and we can just drop it behind, and there we've got a yellow and white tartan. Yeah. Or what you can do is you can cut squares, which I'm going to do in the demo, to fill each square with a different colour.
Oh, nice.
Or you can do a really simple sort of, I call this like the ice cream tartan. And all I'm going to do is, into the box that is down here, for me to spray glue into, I'm actually going to take one I've already cut and trimmed to size, sorry. I'm going to spray glue it on. Now, I do this for speed. What I would suggest at home, and if you don't use the spray glue, use the glue glaze, because it's got that fine...
Quick grab.
Quick grab, and it's got the applicator. Nice. So it will even go around those squares without squidging through. But what I've done is I've cut strips of card in 3 colours to 1/2 inch. Okay. Really simple. If you've got our guillotine, it's actually got a 1/2 inch mark on it. But I have got a technique I'll be showing you tomorrow of how it's easier to do that, because I was doing it the long-winded way and then worked out a better way.
Okay, so I was like that.
So all I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the finer pieces. This is on the back, and I lay down the yellow over the finer details. Yeah.
Nice.
Just like that. So you need 4 strips of one colour, 6 of the next, and 6 of the next.
Right.
So what you do is cut 12 of each colour and make 2. And alternate the colours. Yeah. So I turn that over to the front, and I just chop those off, and you can see already you've started to get there.
Oh yeah, the yellow detail behind.
The yellow detail.
Love that.
Yeah. So all I do next is I'm going to give this another spray, because I'm going over the top of that. So I'm going to go with this peach colour.
Right.
And I'm going to lay it over now all the large square strips. Yeah, so goes over all the large square strips. And you can see that the 1/2 inch fits perfectly on every single one, because that's why I wanted it to be easier. Because if you say, right, so you need to cut 4 strips at 2/3 of an inch and 6 at this and 6, oh, you give up.
Yeah.
I would do, to be honest. So I rotate it 90 degrees and do the same over the larger squares again.
Okay.
So really simple, quick to do. And I've not sort of got one of these pre-prepped because it is literally that quick.
Right.
So if I turn that over now, you can see now I've got peach and yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So all I do again, take a pair of scissors and just trim that out. Okay.
Okay.
Little spray of the glue again. And this time I'm taking pink.
Right.
And all I need to do, if you look, I don't even have to crisscross. All I do now is cover all of the open squares. Yeah? So just going along.
Nice.
One on each one. So again, it's 4, 6 and 6, which uses so little card, and this is a great thing to do. If you're one of those people who, like me, you know, you itch to craft sometimes at night.
Yeah.
I know loads of people say about doing it in front of the telly. Take scrap pieces of card you've got, sit with the mini guillotine on your lap on a tray, and cut yourself a load of 1/2 inch strips.
Nice.
And then you can make all sorts of different colours of tartan.
Showing how quick that is. And
But that is
oh, yeah.
peach, pink. So you've got your peach, your pink and your yellow.
But, you know, equally, if you had your speciality cards, so like mirror card stock or your
Yeah,
glitter card
I've
stock.
got a demo ready to do it in the mirror card stock.
Yeah.
But what I need to do now is I'm going to show you one more way, because I didn't know if I'd have time for this.
Oh, we got time. We got time.
So I didn't pull out a piece of card for it. This is the stage I got to. So if you can see that, that's the stage I got to, and I like that. But I thought, we're actually missing something on that tartan.
Yeah.
And we're actually missing the fact that we've got a lot of peach. Yeah? So I'm going to get a piece of pink. So a piece of the pink. And this would be the start of your next card.
Right.
Clean your die. Clean your plates. I would use the vacuum, but I'm trying to do this quickly because I'm absolutely certain time must be flying. I reckon I've only got less than 5 minutes left.
You pretty much spot on.
And then all I'm going to do is, there we go, right, so I'm going to take my pokey tool and I'm just going to poke out the big squares in the middle.
Right.
So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, yeah? But this, I don't do paper piecing.
Yeah.
Life's too short for paper piecing, but this is so easy because all I do is glue glaze in the middle of each one, and the reason I'm using that is because if I use a normal PVA, what can happen, you know, PVA does dome because it's thick, so it can squidge.
Yeah.
And because this is the front of the card, I really don't want to spoil it. And this is a quick grab, and I'm going to use, this is my Crafts 2 jewel picker tool.
Okay. Oh, now this is end of call, so when you're checking out, you can add
cool. So I'm just going to shape that, yeah?
Okay, yeah, watch it.
And pick it up.
That's
That is
nifty.
easy enough to do. 1,
I mean, this is perfect for paper piecing.
2, and it's so genuinely easy to do this way. Because life is too short, and because I've put the glue glaze in, so they're all stuck.
Yeah.
I've missed one,
Top middle.
but you see how quickly the glue glaze grabs things. And what I love about this is when it gets blunt, because what you don't want to use, traditional jewel picker, usually is a point or like a pencil, and it can put like a dint in it.
Oh, yeah.
But if you look at all of these, because I've used the soft end, there's no dints. You can still see all the linen pattern.
Yeah.
And I don't get that little sort of dot in the middle, the pokey point.
Yeah.
That's why I love using it.
That's a good point, John, yeah.
And I'm too lazy to pick them up with my fingers. So all I would do is drop that in, pick up the next one. Yeah, drop that one in. Okay. And then, because I don't have the time to glue, so we'll finish this, I'll do a sentiment for this in the next show. But there you can see we've got the perfect tartan.
Oh, and it just looks so when you consider that's the kind of card, anyone you give that to, the people would be forgiven for thinking you spent hours weaving that, getting that effect. I love that.
Yeah.
Nice colours. But we can go any direction we like.
You can. I mean, this is like ice cream or Battenberg cake colours, but you could go any colour you want. I've got one. I'm not sure if I put the sample in. I've got a photograph, actually, of it somewhere. Oh, here it is. Aha! This is one I've got prepped for tomorrow using mirror card.
Oh, that's nice.
So you can use it again, because tartan doesn't have to be for Christmas, but it does work for it. And the tartan die will work with something that's coming out in September for Christmas.
You're a tease.
I am.
A tease.
But I do things all together.
I love this. If you can see the examples of where you can go with the tartan. I mean, that tartan background here, and this is a beautiful illustration of that from Sheila. Stunning. Really, really nice. Now, we can jump onto the website. There is a lot to discover. Let's just show you the complete collection. Now, if that was in your basket, which so many of you have this out, put it into your basket. If you do go for your flexi option, £25.80 your price. We are Freedom members. Then you see how about. Now, these are end of call items. So the picker, you've just saw John working with these. You're actually getting 2 of these for £2.49. You've also got this. Now, John, again, was using this, the cleaner brush or cleaning tool. So lots you can discover. If you don't have access to the internet and you do want to add them in, then you can always talk to our lovely call centre. The complete collection has been immensely busy, so we've got our occasions there, and it's such a strong release, and it's just building on previous collections that John and John Next Door on Crofts have brought to you. Then we have up here the tartan, and you've got there the squares. Together, that is a fantastic collection. We are approaching 40% of the complete collection, 40% of the stock that is meant to last 24 hours. So it gives you an indication of how busy we are. John, thank you so much, buddy.
Thank you. That was really fun.
I enjoyed it. I always do with you. What are you going to be doing at 8 o'clock?
Do you know, I haven't got a clue. I've got so many demos behind me. I don't know, but I'll do something. I'm going to start by doing the sentiment for that.
Okay.
So I will do that first, I
so
promise.
Please make sure to tune in. If you've got any sentiments that you want John to do as well, remember, email in and we'll pass those on. Thank you for your company.